And for this session, we always get a very special guest who will host the section. And with a standing ovation, can you please all be standing? The guest is on the staircase coming, so he can be looking through the gates. And it gives me much honor to introduce the moderator for this section, who is Olabimpe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. They don't want my voice to be heard. It's a lie. I go talk. Technical crew, I beg amplify this voice. So where will I be? Where will my guest sit? Okay. All right, I think, so that I can see their faces well. Okay, now, can I have my guests? I don't have the list. Okay. So, my first guest will be Frank Hanati. Is he around? Okay. Let's give it to him. He's my boss. You know, for GHANASIG, we are colleagues, but there is another place this guy pays my bills. So please give it to him once again. I've not gotten another job. Thank you, sir, for coming. It's a pleasure to have you on this program. And please, this is with no particular order. No particular order. So my next guest will be Angela Sulemana, doctor. I think in Ghana we say doctor, right? Doctor. So Dr. Angela. No, I want the te. Doctor Angela, is she around, or she's joining us online? Okay. Ma'am, thank you very much for joining us. Is it online already? Please. It's always very cold at the top when you are by yourself. So let me be sure I have people with me on this program. So my next guest, as we confirm, if Dr. Angela is tying in online with us, will be Mr. Elias. Oh, is it Mane or Mane? Don't worry, we tell us when it comes. So, Mr. Elias, do I have him? Online, okay. All right, please let's give it to him. And can we please confirm if he's there? All right. Then our very own, one and only, the queen of laughter, the superwoman, the one making it happen. If you want it to happen, just get her. Ma'am Glory, it's good to have you. Gloria Amufa Adejekun. Don't worry, they will give you the right pronunciation. So, and you see, sometimes you give trouble to those you love the most. For this occasion, everybody will know that there is somebody on my list. It's not a blacklist, but I blackmail him a lot. And he will be my next guest in person of Mr. Goswe Kubi. This man has been doing a lot If you are not yet in his community, his online community, then you are missing out, I must tell you. If you want it done also, I mean, as I dey paro now, I know they move with people where they slow. So you will see, when they get you their profile, you will know that these ones are specially selected. So thank you very much. Okay, somebody pop up. Thank you very much, Mr. Elias. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, hello, good afternoon
Good
to everyone. I can hear you.
Awesome, awesome. Please, can we give it to him, please? Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Well done. So once again, ladies and gents, I will not say fellow, because I know it's not only my fellow in trainings that we have in the room. So let me just use a general word. Ladies and gents, it's a pleasure. So officially permit me to welcome my guest. It's nice to have you, sir. Thank you for coming. Good to be here. Thank you for coming. And we hug. Yeah. Thank you for being here. You didn't see? Oh, it's okay. You chose not to see. That's nice. So it's such a joy.
So, hello, Madam Moderator, if I may come in.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, if I may come in. Sorry, I've just indicated to Raymond, as you can see me dressed up, I have an emergency and I need to be heading out to get some things prepared for a funeral. And so maybe I will not stay too long on the call. And if I can just make up some preliminary remarks, and then I can probably excuse the team. It's unfortunate, but I need to be going.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you, if the permission is granted.
Yes, I quite understand. And on behalf of the House, please accept our condolences. We pray the two God comforts you and those that are yours. Condolences, are we sending condolences? Yeah. So, so we'll make your own special, because it's a special time for you. The order of events will have been to know the names of these individuals that have been in the space, making things happen. There is this saying that I love. It says that when a seed is planted in good soil, it doesn't just grow, it multiplies. And that is what those we have around today that we want to know. We want to see the impact they've made. They all come through GHANASIG. So, and this program is tagged Impact Story. And I know nobody doesn't like a story. So they will tell us how far they have gone, how much they've come along, when they started their journey, where they are at the moment, and where they hope to be in the nearest future. So, so now let's just turn attention to you, sir, Mr. Elias. If you can still hear me. So you please go ahead, tell us your full name, the correct pronunciation. I know I murdered it at some point. Pardon me for that. So please tell us the full name and your journey so far, what you are doing currently, if you don't mind.
So thank you very much, Madam Moderator Olabimpe. I think that I am privileged to join this call, but I won't be long. But before I proceed, I want to congratulate all of you, the fellows in training, for the bold step that you took to take this chance into the Ghana School on Internet Governance. I'm sure a lot of people applied, but you were fortunate to have been selected. And even with that, to have come this far to the face-to-face. And so my name is Elias Zorangwene Mane. Yeah, the middle name is a Z, Zorangwene Mane. I work with Ghana's Human Rights Commission, which is the Commission on Human Rights, and I work with the IT and Innovations Department. As you may have heard in the previous presentation before this one, which was basically on the Human Rights Charter, I wouldn't go too much in it. Now understand where I will be coming from as a staff of a Human Rights Commission. And so I have journeyed this path just as you have until today. I am a fellow in 2023. And so I'm fortunate to have my colleague fellow on the impact story today, Causeway. We have also gone through this journey, but I will make it quite short so that you would understand that we all came into this space with expectations. It is quite an interesting environment. When I saw the advertisement, I was like, okay, internet governance. I'm a tech person, I'm an IT person, but I saw it as quite an interesting thing. Let me go see what this thing is all about. And so I took the chance. I applied not knowing whether I would be selected or not. But as faith had it, I made my way in, and it has been fruitful. I must tell you, for me as a person, it's been one of a life-changing experience. And then to come into this space not knowing what to expect, I went back really fulfilled. One as a person, and then to my organization. And I can confidently tell you that I am not making personal achievement, but it's become an achievement of a Human Rights Commission of Ghana. Now, the issue, there are so many things that you would have learned by now. You cannot be a master of everything. And so for me, I picked on what relates to my work, human rights. As a tech and innovations person, what kind of innovative things will I pick out of this fellowship program to enhance the work of Ghana's Human Rights Commission? And then I picked on digital rights and inclusion. And so my commission today is a beneficiary of the bold step that I took to come into this governance space. And so I would say that it's been very fruitful. I am always grateful to Team EGICFA. I am always learning from them. There's no old, there's no young in this space. There's no age limitation. Everyone is accorded his or her due. And then I think that my journey has been nothing short but an experience, a life-changing one, and is still continuing. And so just to let my colleague fellows and fellows in training, at least by the close of the day, we will all be fellows, to understand that from your various backgrounds, you would have picked something new from this fellowship program, and you would be a change maker in your environment. If you are in academia, if you are if you are a student, and I had some law students and a lawyer also, and in different backgrounds, you'll have a role to play. You'll pick something new to cause a change in the environment that you work in. And so I would say that my journey has been quite a good one. So I would leave it here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, it was a total package. You took it from where you were before you joined the fellowship. where you are at now, and I love your optimism that your journey continues. I will tell people around me, if you are in my industry, our learning is from cradle to grave. So if you can't continue to learn, then you can't be in my industry. So I'm glad you share the same sentiments. But before you go quickly, let me just have this little engagement with you, if you don't mind. You know, you were talking about the impact you made in your space as a digital rights individual. So you were talking about digital rights and inclusion now. If it is not too much to ask, can you be more specific about your impact?
Okay, so I would keep it this way. So my office, Ghana's Human Rights Commission, is a constitutional mandated body which was established by the 1992 Constitution and by its enabling Act, Act 546, which mandates the Commission to protect the rights of everyone living in Ghana. And so we have a constitutional mandate as a commission to protect human rights, right? Human rights broadly in the country. And so for the lifespan of our constitution, the commission is 33 years now. And I can tell you that with our investigations, we have largely bordered on the physical human rights issues that affects everyone, right? And now we are talking about the internet. The internet has become in fact, that is our community, our new community today. That is our new lifestyle. Now, how does the commission position itself to deal with right violations in the digital space? The commission has not done that in the past throughout its lifespan. And so it's a nuanced area. You need to build capacity to be able to understand the technicalities of digital space, such that you are able to move your mandate from the physical space to the digital realm. All rights violations that affect the human being, whether old or young, children, are the same rights that have been translated into digital space, i.e. cyberbullying, cyber stalking, tech-facilitated gender-based violence, digital exclusion. And in your previous presentation, you would have heard about somebody mentioned disability, marginalized groups. And the commission is the constitutionally mandated body to be able to deal with these things. And so the impact here is that the commission is now taking a policy shift to include digital rights investigations into its work. And to make it more impactful, I will tell you that I am sure Paradigm Initiative might have made a presentation at this year's Internet Governance School.
Yeah.
This is a Pan-African institution that is a master of digital rights and inclusion issues. And so my commission, through me, have completed and concluded an MOU to build capacity of its staff throughout the country to be able to deal with right violations in the digital space.
Wow.
To be able to issue advisories to right holders, which are governments and its enabling institutions, to be able to, ensure that people's rights in the digital space are protected, right? And it's not just a country issue, it's become a West African issue of National Human Rights Commission and a continental issue. As we speak today, West African Human Rights Commissions have convened in Nigeria. And as part of the discussions, they are talking about digital rights inclusion in their operations. And so this is the direct impact on my work. And then the conversation has been elevated to the continental level, where all African human rights commissions have been enabled. And a toolkit, which is, I just pulled it out. A toolkit, I can show you. All right. There's a toolkit, Protecting and Promoting Digital Rights in Africa, a toolkit for national human rights institutions. And so it is a problem across the continent that human rights have been seen as a physical issue. And now with the emergence of this new community, which is the internet and its associated activities, we need to move from our comfort zone and get into this space, because there's a lot of violations that are going on, and it's critical for us as constitutionally mandated bodies. So
Amazing.
If you ask about impact, this is what
That's more than enough for me, I tell you.
GHANASIG has done.
Can we give it to him, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The toolkit, may I ask, is it made public or is just for the commission?
So this toolkit, the toolkit is actually, it's not a public document. It is a toolkit to guide national human rights institutions on how to deal with digital rights matters.
Oh, good. Very good. When I was given this assignment, I needed to make my background check. And sorry, without your permission, I did a little bit on you. So, and I have your LinkedIn profile. I went through your LinkedIn profile, and I must say, I was impressed by what you are doing. And now in the room, we have, at least I know of one. If she's not yet a human rights activist, she's hoping to be one. Do you mind if she connects with you? I'm not an activist myself, but I'm a human rights advocate. So do you mind us connecting with you? I don't want follow. Can we connect with you on LinkedIn? Do you mind if I share your LinkedIn link with her?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Awesome.
It's an honor to connect and to share. So let me make this caveat. Well, I work with a human rights institution, but I'm not a lawyer. Mm-hmm. But of course, this issue about digital rights, it's not about whether or not you are a lawyer. It's about understanding the nuances surrounding, the internet and how you apply it to the work that you do. And so it will be great to connect with the lawyer. And I must say, I didn't want to break this out, but my colleague I work with, fortunately, we had the opportunity to come to the fellowship together, but on different terms. She's in the room, and she will be glad to share a lot of information with you concerning our work. And she's been very instrumental in the growth of the fellowship program as well. And she's in the room. I won't ask her permission. I'll mention her name. Nelly Okuno is there.
Yeah. Thank you. And thank you for letting us know that we will trouble her. And since you will not finish the program with us, we will grab her after your departure. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
This morning.
Grateful, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
For this feat. Yeah.
So please, if you need to go, feel free to do so. We appreciate you being with us all through up until now. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, is my second guest up now? She's online now. Okay. Can we put up her face? Okay. Dr. Angela, please. If you can hear me. can you kindly unmute your mic? Awesome.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning. No, sorry, afternoon here, right? Good afternoon.
Good
It feels like
afternoon.
morning in the room. Good afternoon. It's
Good
a pleasure
afternoon.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we welcome her, please? And take. Okay. Ma'am, please, are you in a position to turn on your video?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. We'd like to see the beautiful face.
Please, can you see me?
Amazing. Oh, yes. Very well. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Can we welcome her? We can see her now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. If I may ask, because I know most likely you will have loved to be here in person. Do you have the time for the entire section so that we take it as we planned to, or you want to opt out at some points? What will you prefer?
Yeah. I have just some few minutes to spare.
Oh, just some few minutes. Okay. So we
Yes,
do
please.
the same thing as we do to Mr. Elias. If you follow his session, so we would love to know, because the information we got is you were in the fellowship, you went through the same routes as we did. You didn't jump the process. And you had your before, you had your during, then you have your after now. So can you please walk us through your journey, starting with your introduction first?
Okay, so my name is Dr. Angela Sulimana. I'm a medical doctor in the Tamale Teaching Hospital. Currently, I'm in the Obs and Gynae department. And I started last year. I didn't really know anything about the digital space. I didn't really know much about cybersecurity, nothing at all. But I had a mentor called Mr. Abraham Fifi Selby. And then he was the one who said, "Oh, Angie, it looks like there's more you can do in this space. You're just, yes, you're a medical doctor." And then because it looked like I had so much potential. So when GHANASIG registrations came on, was released, he sent me the registration link online from on WhatsApp to register. I had my own reservation. I said, "Oh, the department I'm in, there's no free time. I don't think I'll have a lot of time to spare." But he was like, "Oh, I can still do it. It's something that would push me further in my whole journey and my growth. And it's something that he thinks I have so much potential that I should be able to participate." So I registered online. I didn't even think, those things where you just register and you're like, don't even select you. Because, when you look at all the people that are registering, this person is an activist, this person is this. I remember, so when we started the whole journey, my group was group 5. I don't know if there's any group 5. My group was group 5. Yeah, I see, Gloria. My group was group 5, full of females. And then we got to know ourselves. And I was telling, I think God's way, that I even had a problem even knowing the full meaning of Egifa. It looked like the whole journey would be very tough. Every day I'm looking for the meaning of, it just felt very difficult. But God's way and the rest made it very smooth. We had a very nice discussions online. I was able to submit most of my assignments on time, and I did so well. But then I felt like, the on-site, I might not be able to. So let me just start drafting a message for Mr. Raymond that I won't be able to participate. But then I felt like, no, this thing, I've been in the hospital the whole time. Many people in the hospital have lives outside the hospital. There are people that are business holders outside the hospital. There are people that make cakes. People had different things, but my life just couldn't be centered here. And there's so much I've learned in this school. So let me just make time and participate. And that was just the good thing. When I came, I had a very warm reception. Everyone was very nice. My cohort was very amazing. We had very good interactive sessions, and it was amazing as well. But I felt like afterwards, I don't, on the last days, Mr. Raymond would take you through how to navigate the internet governance space. And then these are the parts where you need to also pay attention, because there's a lot that he'll be teaching you and you need to take notes. That's like the journey after the school to make yourself useful. So, I wasn't very active on LinkedIn, but I realized that at this time I have to be very serious. Like I need to post stuff online, which I did. So I also applied for, I think when the global IGF came up, I had even applied a year prior, but I knew I won't be selected. I was definitely not selected. And last year too, I applied and I got an opportunity to go for the global IGF, which was sponsored by the secretariat. And I was so excited. I went to meet many people, and my tag was boldly written GHANASIG. Everybody go, oh, really? I was so excited. And, people were very alarmed that medical doctor is also interested in this digital space. It was something that people found very shocking, because hardly would you find a lot of people in this space that are from my background. But there were a lot more. I was just living in a delusion. I thought I was just the only one, but there were lots of people that were also from my background, biomedical scientists, a lot of people that were also from the medical field were also in this space, and they're thriving, they're doing so well. So when I went for the sessions that was in Saudi Arabia, so they had earlier given me an opportunity to join AfriSig. And then, so I spent 10 days in Ethiopia, and then an additional 5 days, 5 days in Ethiopia for the AfriSig, an additional 5 days for the Africa IGF as well. There I got to meet lots of people. I interacted with so many people, and I learned a lot. But this exposure wouldn't have come if I didn't even know anything about the internet governance, if I didn't know anything. So this part was a major pilot thing, opportunity for me to be on that space. It didn't leave me in complete oblivion. I went with a lot of information because I had a lot of answers during my training in GHANASIG. So it actually helped me a lot at that time. So when I went for the global as well, it was practically the same thing. There were so many sessions. I volunteered, I moderated in some sessions, because you have to also be active. It's not enough just participating. You have to find something key doing as well. So I volunteered as a moderator for some session. People were giving me so many options, but I felt like I had to stick with something I was comfortable with. And that's how it went. Moving forward, Mr. Raymond also gave me so many opportunities, one of which was AI for Africa approached me, and they asked me to do some videos online, and they brought a lot of good ideas that they are introducing in Ghana. And in Africa, they just want to enlighten. Africa perception about AI and AI taking people's jobs was very conflicting. So AI for Africa wanted to create awareness that you can still keep your job and be an expert in AI as well. It's not that the AI will take your job or anything. So Mr. Raymond put me on board, and then we had an open forum where it was a forum online where I was talking with some other speakers there. So I had to talk about AI in healthcare. Others did AI in agriculture, education, so many things you can put AI to. AI is very useful. So, and afterwards, I got a promotion to be the Ghana director at AI for Africa. Initially, I was asking him that I didn't even know what that entailed. But he said, yeah, we're trying to do something very important here. I need you on board for these reasons. And I opted to join. And ever since, just a week ago, I was in Norway again for the global IGF. It doesn't stop there. It looks like when you go 1, 2 times, the zeal comes, you are able to meet a lot of people. People are even supporting you to go, and that's an amazing. So I think that it's a good thing that you guys are here participating and also talk to people out there to, I mean, if you've been encouraged by this story and other people on this platform, you should be able to bring other people on board. I mean, if it's a good thing that you are here, people should also know about it and also be blessed as well. I think I also invited some of my colleagues. I think 2 made it. I don't know if 2. I know of 2 though. There's Dr. Samuel Dag as well. I don't know if he's in the meeting, but shout out to him as well. And some other people that I don't know if they were able to participate in this conference as well. So thank you very much. That's how my journey has been in this space. Thank you.
If you are inspired, please clap. I can't hear the sound of that clap. Let's hear it. Can you imagine? 2024, 2024 cohorts. 2024 cohorts.
Yes.
You're on your own. No. See, your journey has been very inspiring. Now, you see, I want to cover because at some point I'll be like, international, internet governance, tech girl. So, but now I should cover my face. I shouldn't make any noise. So if you can do it, if you've done it, if you are doing it, then I don't know why I would not. I'm personally inspired. If you are inspired, can you wave into the air? If you are inspired, can you wave into the air? Let the heavens seize you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the
Thank you too.
Thank you for telling us your story. We've seen, we've heard a little bit of the impacts. You know, you are there in the room. The room, I've been posting about this journey online, and I will call it the big room. So you've been there, your presence have been felt, your voice have been heard. And the fact that you are a woman or more, girls in the room, let's give it up to this woman. Let's give it up. You see, you are an excellent pace setter. You see, you did not let your background to limit you. You didn't let your time, because, doctors are busy. Everybody knows. In Nigeria, we will say they've japa. I don't know if they don't japa here, but Nigerian doctors japa. So you have much workload on doctors back home in Africa. So, but you did not allow that to limit you. You still go there, and you did not allow your gender. And that's the most inspiring aspect for me. Thank you very, very much. But is there anything you are doing locally? Any impact on Ghana as a country?
Okay,
yet?
So
If there is none yet, that's okay.
AI.
Go on, please.
All right, so AI for Africa, we are doing different things. It's still in the pipeline. You know, in Ghana, for instance, we are still trying to pilot AI system that can help analyze CT scans on promptly, MRIs promptly, or radiographs. So, you know, even in Tamale, we do not even have MRIs in Tamale. If a patient comes with any problem that needs an urgent MRI, person has to leave Tamale, go all the way to Kumasi or to Accra to get attended to. So we are just trying to pilot an AI system that can bridge this gap to help people get, you know, human beings, God created wisdom and power at the same time. So people have wisdom and knowledge to some extent, but if you introduce AI, you're working with 2 workforces. So you using a lot of time to detect a disease. Imagine using less time with AI to detect a disease. That's going to save a lot of people. A lot of lives are going to save. And that's what AI for Africa is. So we're trying to link with people here in Ghana to create awareness, to help them actually develop that system that can also help the healthcare system and also close a gap in the waiting times. You know, in Ghana here, you are Nigerian, but in Ghana here, people are actually getting very angry with the healthcare system. You go to the hospital very early, you need to know somebody. It's true. You need to know somebody to in
Same
the
back home.
hospital to come and let you jump the queue. It's not only in Nigeria as well. Here,
Yes.
you need to know someone to jump you to see someone. And if you're not lucky, you can go very early in the morning. They say come very early in the morning. You go very early in the morning, but you still wait until a certain time to see a doctor or whoever you want to see in the hospital. If it's a lab you want to do, you waste a lot of time. So we are trying to reduce this time that people spend in just the waiting area alone. And also about this AI introduction and the CT scan analysis and the MRIs. So that's what we are working on. It's still quite very slow because the last discussion we had was, I think, 3 months ago. I have to communicate with my senior colleagues so that we know where we are currently. It's been quite slow, but I'm sure we'll get there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We wish you the very best in your journey. We know it's a continuous journey. Even if you've overcome that, definitely we know there will still be more to ask. But do you have a few minutes for questions since you have to jump off the
Yes,
call?
please. Yes,
Okay.
please.
All right.
Doc, thank you so very much for sharing your experience. Congrats on your promotion, and you are doing an amazing job.
Thank you very
In the AI
much.
space. I'm very much interested in AI. I'm a huge advocate for AI to the point that even in my office they call me the AI go-to guy. Even though I don't know everything about AI, but I'm just so very much interested in AI. And I think if we leverage AI, AI can do a lot for Africa. I basically just want
Yes,
to find a
that's
way
true.
to connect with you. So if you can share your LinkedIn or your email, whatever ways we can connect. And also the AI for Africa website. I tried checking up a few things, but
Okay.
nothing seems to be making sense to me.
Okay.
So if you can share that, that would be very helpful. Thank you.
All right. So
Okay.
congratulations, Doc.
All right. I'll share mine. Thank you very much.
Okay. So the experience with medical doctors, especially working in the health sector, has been some way. You know, previously, I know that some doctors are just aligned to physiology, anatomy, and nothing more. So even with ICT in the health sector, I sometimes make difficult because some of them just want to do the doctor and then the nursing work. But I'm being inspired with your story and what you've done just in a year. And I dove my heart to you, and I would want to, in any way, get to partner or just follow you and then motivate you to educate the other doctors. Because in this space, my work as an IT manager will be, cool, because most of them will give you tough times, even just to use a tablet for their work, and it's a whole lot. But seeing you, I'm so much inspired, and I know get the others involved, and they know what is on the ground, and they are doing the right thing. Our work will be simple
Thank you
and
very
everything.
much.
So
Thank you
kudos
very
and
much.
thank you very much. I'll visit anytime I come to Tamale.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Amazing. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. So since
you.
you didn't mind, one house, please. Oh, you have, okay. Sorry, let me just quickly add. So since you didn't mind him having your LinkedIn, I know there are others. You know,
Okay.
in this room, some of us talk, some of us think. So, and others talk for us. So do you mind? I have your LinkedIn link. I did a background
right.
check on you. Do you mind if I share with my
Oh,
colleagues?
please share. Please
Okay,
share.
thank you.
Please
Thank you.
share.
Maybe at this point, some will be thinking of changing
Thank
their projects. Now you have a project. Nobody is doing hospital projects. So maybe we will have somebody, any group to change projects. One more question for you, Doc.
So, Doc, thank you so much.
Okay.
Mine is not a question, but then I noticed you do most of your work at Tamale. So what I want to just add is some form of advocacy. You can extend that to the other regions, maybe Upper West and Upper East, for the initiatives.
Yes, please.
There are so many chip centers there, and I know even sometimes getting access to hospital and so many things, the diseases and diagnosing them is very difficult. So just try to extend that with your team across Ghana and starting from the north
Thank
and
you.
spread it. So thank you
Yes,
so much.
please.
And yeah, so
Thank
inspiring.
you.
Yeah, and since he said you should extend, I'm sure you also need staff. So it might be volunteering to join your team, because it's not about
Yes.
just tell them go and do it. You also want to be involved. So
Yes.
since he's the one recommending, especially we send you a chat, he will have your LinkedIn, he will check you, send
Yes,
you a LinkedIn DM. So please, when you see our, maybe now, for now, I know there are some people like me on LinkedIn, we don't accept connection randomly, but maybe for this period, you can just do that random acceptance, because you might not know who is from GHANASIG or not. So please,
Yes.
we will all try between now and before the end of next week to send you connection request. So please just accept, and God will bless you. Thank you very much.
Rightly
Thank you very
so.
much, ma'am, for joining us. It's a
Thank
pleasure to have you. Thank you.
All right.
So
Okay.
if you want to jump off the call at any time, please feel free to do
Okay.
that. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Now we are back home. We are still home anyway. We were in the air. Now we are landing. We are on the runway. Boom, 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 boom. So we've been seeing your faces. We've been hearing your voices. But I don't have a record of you to keep. We are not running this show like we did theirs. Theirs was exceptional because they needed to jump on the call. So we will start with intro. Don't tell us where you are coming from, please, until I prompt you to do so. So let's meet you. Let's know you. What do you do? And please don't leave anything out. So start to think now. Pray you are not the first I will call, so that you can learn from others. So start to be thinking and be sipping in what is your profile like, okay? So over to you. Let's meet you. Yes. Thank you.
Hello. I hope you can hear me. Okay, so I'm Frank Anati, and I was a pioneer GHANASIG fellow. I'm a pioneer GHANASIG fellow, so I heard of GHANASIG from a friend of mine, and I applied.
No,
and
sorry,
I was
just you.
chosen.
Leave GHANASIG for now.
I should leave
We want to
GHANASIG for
know
now.
You go.
Okay. Okay, so I'm currently a regional IT manager for Ashanti region with the Ghana Health Service now. I volunteer as a Google Developer Group organizer for GDG Kumasi. And I also volunteer as finance controller for ISO Ghana. So that's a little about me when it comes to Frank Anati.
Please, we don't want humility.
Okay.
Don't be humble, please.
So I'm also
Go.
a technical officer for Markatop Securities. I also
I told you he pays my bill. Now he's coming. He's talking.
I do other roles when it comes to cybersecurity. I'm a freelancer when it comes to cybersecurity, systems administration. And I'm also an instructor with the Cisco Networking Academy. I can instruct in CCNA, that's Cisco CCNA, and also cyber ops. That's I'm a certified instructor in those, and other other associates courses when it comes to Cisco Networking Academy. So that's just a
You guys
little
are
about
not
me.
impressed, right?
Yes, I think that's all
Don't
for
worry,
now.
we have the time.
Yeah.
That's all you are comfortable to share
Oh, that's the first half for now.
for now.
Yes.
That you will not have another opportunity. So this is the only chance you have. So just spill it out. You know why? Sorry, I don't mean to put you on the spot. I know, in the space. Is this thing working? So one of the reasons why we go really deep is we have others in the room. Some people have been bored about their work. It's paying the bills, but they are like, I want to transition, and they cannot think of something else to do. They are so overwhelmed with everything. So me seeing your face, okay, they said we should not compliment. Whether ugly or handsome, to them, they could be like, oh, so there's something like this. Then let me try it. So that's why sometimes we want to know exactly. So it's not about to put you on the spot. So is there more you want to share? Or if that's all you are comfortable with, fine. It's a lot. Then please share. We are learners, though. Okay. Please, this is you see that I'm the one moderating. We are the one in charge. Are you satisfied? Fellows in training said they are not satisfied.
Aren't you satisfied?
So they want more. They want to know you.
So, basically, I've said almost everything about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's not praise too much. There is something. Privacy rights, right? Privacy rights. So even if I know it, if he has not instructed me to, then I should keep short. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, can we give it to him? At least those ones are impressive. Some have been thinking, how do we coming into tech? And also, he's a go-to person. You've heard him. He's a Cisco certified instructor. So, it's been a blessing working with him for close to about a year now. Okay? So, my madam. That is my madam. Let's meet you, please. Tell us a little about you.
All right. So thank you so much, Olabimpe. I'm Gloria Amofejokum. I am married. I have 3 kids. I'm currently doing my 3rd master's in MPhil Guidance and Counseling. I'm a Cisco Cyber Ops Associate, and I'm with EGFA, and I'm the Programs Officer for Women in Internet Governance. So basically, that's it. Yes.
Sisters, did you hear that part? Sisters, did you hear that part? No. Please, can you repeat? Because I'm interested in that.
The Programs Officer
in Women in
Internet Governance.
You heard it. Because it matters. Why are we here? Yeah. Right? Thank you very much. Go on.
I have an NGO that's called the Global Girls Impact Hub, where we go out and then we reach out to young girls. And also, aside that, we have a training aspect where we train church workers and then Sunday school teachers to be able to, effectively teach the kids, imbibe the word of God in them. Because, children, every age, you have to know how to impart the word of God into their lives. So we go out there, and then we also, do that. Yes, so basically that's me. And then I'm
Awesome.
with Makatop IT.
Because I wanted to know, because I know you pay. I know people pay my salary.
So I'm more of HR and then PR. Yeah.
You are HR, not more of HR. She's our HR. If you are coming to Makato.
So that's me. That's Gloria.
Awesome. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thanks for joining me on this program.
Thank you too.
Now over to you, sir. You're welcome. Can we meet you?
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm Godfrey Kubi, an IT professional skilled in cybersecurity analysis, online safety, digital media strategist, e-governance advocates, and also a digital transformation expert. I think I'm also currently the lead facilitator for Internet Society Online Safety SIG.
I told you to pay attention to a part when I have this man here. If you miss that part, you're on your own. No? I'm giving a expo now. A word is enough for the wise.
And I'm also a chapter peer mentor for the Internet Society as well. And currently a community fellow for the Internet Society. And I'm also the technical support team for Pan-African Youth Ambassadors. And have been also a youth ambassador for Pan-African Youth Ambassadors in Internet Governance. Then I'm also a digital media strategist for CCHG Africa, a climate communications group. Also a founder and a team lead for iWorld Tech Hub, a community engagement hub that we normally train the underserved communities on digital skills and also online safety tips. Then I do other things as well. Yeah.
They are interested in the other things.
So the other things, I'm also a community manager for CyBlack, a cybersecurity organization that runs internships for. It's a global.
If you are here in this room, please. You are here in this room and you are in this tech space. You are interested in cybersecurity. That word, CyBlack. You've not heard about it before. I need to beat you specially, boss.
So I think we'll come back to that.
Come on, that is huge.
So I was part of their internship. From there, I got to opportunity to also serve them as well. So I'm part of their team as well, which I support them and support the alumni community. So after you graduate, we support you as well and guide you of what to do and what not to do, and many others.
Awesome. And, Dr. Ereti, them.
Yes.
Chop Noku.
That's my boss.
See, we are in good hands, guys. I mean,
and I think I'm also a team management member for Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana. So I think, yes, that is it for now. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, I'm also forgetting one thing. I'm also a digital media strategist for e-governance and Internet Governance Foundation for Africa, where I support. Yeah, so I think those are some of, that is a little about me as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing. I know there is a lot. Sometimes when you don't put down in writing your profile, you will skip a lot. And not until when when you write down your profile, will you know that, oh, really? So I've already gone this far. So well done. Don't worry, we'll be friends henceforth. Now I know you will be friends. So now, please tell us. Now we've met you, we've known you, and I love the diversity on the panel, both the online participants and the in-person participants. We have a mix of people from tech background and also non-tech background. And one good thing about this training is that you don't need to be tech savvy. So, but like one of the presenters says, you don't have to remain where you are. So even if you were not tech savvy, you have to pick it up and going forward. There is nothing you can do about that. So thank you very much for telling us about. So now, my next question will be, let's focus now on GHANASIG Fellowship. Like I said earlier, you did not jump the process. All this, it's not easy. It's overwhelming. They said I wrote it with AI. It was my thoughts. You went through the same process. Do you mind telling us what that has meant for you? Now the program, focusing on the program. And please, you are safe. It's a safe space. Free. If there is any mentor that made life difficult for you, it's your time to say it. But we say it in a loving and kind manner, okay? So we all want to learn. So what did the program mean for you? Let me start with Mary.
Okay, so I am coming from a non-tech background because I'm into general administration. And it began about 2 years or 3 years ago when my mom fell sick. So I had to just leave everything, stop work, and then take care of her. So after a year, I was like, so what can I do? So I was just there, and my husband's cousin came, and then he wanted him to do cybersecurity. And I said, oh, I'm also interested in cybersecurity, so why don't I, So he brought this link from Kofi Annan. And then I was like, okay, so let me also try, and then, apply. And then when I applied, I got it. He didn't. He didn't. So I took part. It was being organized by Cisco. So when the first day, I was just seeing stars. I was like, what is this? What is all this? Oh, my God. But I met Albert, I met Mauko, I met Jessica, I met a few people there, and Frank, and they were the IT people. And then our instructor was so good. So he was always on me, Gloria, he's a Nigerian. So Gloria, you can do this.
That's it.
So, and then, so I said, okay, so I'm going to work hard. And then, learned it. So I learned, and then I took the exams. We did the external, and then I passed. And then after that, I was there, and then Malco sent me a GHANASIG link. I was like, oh, another wahala. I don't want any wahala again, because juggling, taking care of my mom and all that was so much. And then he was like, Gloria, have you tried that? No, you wait. And so, it was like 3 days to the closing date. And I was like, okay, let me try and apply. Then I applied. And then in fact, when the list came out, he was the one who called me, have you tried? I said, check what? I was like, oh, you've been selected. Oh, we didn't get to. And I was like, oh, okay. But then I felt that my life at that phase, I felt God has something for me, which I didn't know. So he's still unwrapping it. It's like a puzzle being wrapped, because I was at a place where I didn't know what to do. I'm good with my hands too. So, and I do other things, but I wanted something more, in terms of career and a new chapter for myself. So I said, okay. So when we started, it was difficult because I had also applied to other courses that I was doing, and it was a little bit, you had to finish the online, and I was also in another online group that was so demanding. I was so active there and had to stay up late, and Raymond will give by 11:59, you should finish all your assignments. And I'm like, it's 10 something, I'm not even done. Then I'll call my mentor. I was like, hey, I'm not even done. And he was like, Emmanuel was like, oh, you can do it. You just, go and do it. And I'll stay up and make sure I have to finish by 11:59. And, because I didn't want to opt out because I felt like there was something more for me, And so I tried, and then I was able to finish and then we came face to face. I was like, hey, because leaving my mother and then coming for the in-person was another headache for me. But God knows, and I was able to get someone to take care of her, and I was able to participate throughout the 4 days, and it was so impactful. I'm so sorry you didn't make Jackie. She made a lot of impact into my life. You didn't have the chance to Benga. He said that you must be their fellow. And that thing, stuck into me that if this is a new chapter that God is opening for me, then I have to really work hard. And because I was from a tech background, I started to work myself out. And then one thing that has helped me was to be versatile. I always want to take opportunities. Where I was a church administrator, and they're working with these young guys and asking them to do graphics, prepare flyers for you, and all that. There'll be 3 days they are not doing it. So I decided to educate myself. So I had to pay, go into the graphic designing. I did photography. So when they are not there, I would take the pictures for the church, did a little bit of social media. So I always want to take advantage. So I felt that as an administrator, you should be versatile. You should know what happens in every department. So I do. So I was just trying, and I realized that these things are playing off in my career life. So anywhere I go, and they have, lacking somewhere, I'm there to make that impact. So that's how my life has been. So even getting into GHANASIG, and you need to take advantage. I mean, when things are put out, I don't even know, just recently, there were some volunteering on NSCG, yes, the non-staker. And I realized that nobody was volunteering. And I had no knowledge about what I was volunteering. I just said, I will volunteer. And apparently they had mentioned my name during ICANN one of the meetings. But before that, I thought, okay, I want to do a little research on the subcontract thing. I don't really know much about it, which is my second, work project I want to do. I want to sit down and then study what it's all about. I had volunteer. I don't really know what it's all about, but after my course, I'll just sit down and actually learn what it entails so that I can be active and make an impact there. So basically, you need to even if you don't have any idea, it's a platform for you to learn. And so just volunteer, and that's what happened. Why? And I'm a programs officer for women in internet governance, because Raymond.
Tell them, please. We need that part. Because it's easy to be like, sir, please mentor me.
He gives you the work like nothing, and you are to sit down and come out with something. And it's growth. Because sometimes you sit down, he has the idea, he knows what he wants, but he won't tell you what he wants. So you have to sit down and crack your brain. Now, sometimes I'm just sitting there, like, I'm not a boss. Because you have to, he knows the thing, and he's not teaching you, no, but you see, and it's growth. it's allowing you to grow, and then when you get it, and that is it. You sit down, sometimes 12 p.m., 12 a.m., I'm up. I quite remember when we were about meeting the whole leaders, global, Women International, Internet Governance has leaders globally. And he was like, I thought he was going to do the presentation, like he was going to, no, do it. Meanwhile, to the following day is that we are going to do the presentation. I had no idea. I had to come out, sit up, do it, and then send it to him for him to check. And it's all about growth, So you just have to volunteer. I was there. It was like, okay, I've done this, so just have a look at it. Like, do you know what? I think that you should be the programs officer. I have the programs officer for Women's Internet Governance. I'm like, wahala, and it's been very helpful. I'm growing. And I feel like God is, 2 years ago, I didn't even know where I was. I just stopped work just like that. And now I feel like God is, gradually I'm wrapping the parcel for me. And it's such, I don't know, but I'm filled with joy. I'm feel fulfilled. And I'm really, even with my guidance and counseling, the reason why I am into children, I love, because I've been teaching Sunday school for over 20 years. So getting into that space is where I am, online safety for kids and for the youth. So that is my passion there. And with all that I'm learning in internet governance, even in school, even in our contribution, I'm able to talk about it because of what I have learned in GHANASIG. So it's been so impactful for me. I mean, I am so happy that it was a path that God took me, and I'm so happy that I'm following the voice of the Lord, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, before I forget this, she said something in passing. I don't know, we might not grab it because maybe you don't know that space. She was mentioning Albert, mentioning Mauko, and when we talk about Makatop today, Makatop is one of the biggest academy we have for cybersecurity online at the moment. And these individuals are the spirits, souls, and body behind that academy. This wasn't known to me, this part of their story. I would think they are all in the same space and they just came together and they formed Makatop. So I would think I'm the only Makatobian that is a stranger that they've all always known. So what's the point? They've been telling us, bond. Please bond. I'm begging you. Please bond, because you never can tell where this fellowship can get to, can take you to. You might not form an academy, you might not do anything. I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I have this conviction that this fellowship, they said we are the most disappointing, right? Don't worry. God will surprise them. But we must make it happen, okay? We must definitely make it happen. So if there is anyone here you are not getting along with yet, please pray over it. You never can tell what God can achieve. And you see, it's not about you. That's what I tell people. It's not about you, but it's about there is somebody somewhere you are yet to meet that God might be using to impact their life. Yeah. And you cannot do it in isolation. Thank you very much.
I want to talk about the bonding. The bonding is so important, very important, because for me, Cisco training helped me. I met Albert, and they were all pushing me because they realized I had the interest. So you need to bond. When GHANASIG too, I've bonded with people, Asare, and we are all doing our stuff. You have a family. So when somebody hears something, they are able to tell, oh, do that. Sure. And it's a family. it's a family. So bonding is very important. I was just telling Sadiq that I didn't even know it was him. I'm in the same committee with him in ISOC, the Women and Gender. And it's through this too, I had opportunity where one day I was there and Maud, the president of Ghana, I don't know who told her, she said like, do you know what, I want you to go and represent me for this WASI plus 20 review that they are doing, workshop. I want you to go. I'm like, hey, it was a Tuesday and the Wednesday was the program. And then I was like, hey, let me... What am I going to do there? And I'm thinking that she's heard about me because it was strange, for her to just call me and then, ask me to. And it's all through the GHANASIG,
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you might not be in that room. It might be somebody, a fellow that will be in the room that will mention you. And please, from what she said too, I also learned something. Mauko's name keep coming up, right? Kudos to that guy. If you have that passion to help others, please do it. I don't know how many places we mention Mauko's name. She said Mauko was the one that told her, because they met, you remember the meeting, they met at Cisco, Mauko told her about, and she said, no, she was not ready for it, she pushed, and that's Mauko for you. Don't forget, they applied together. Mauko did not get picked. But Mauko was the one that told her. And he did the same thing for me. Mauko, during my time, Mauko did not get picked. He was the one that informed me. It was like, oh, have you seen it? See what? You see, your name came out. Came out where? I've even forgotten I applied. So it was like, he said, check, go and check the website. I don't know their website. So please, let's be there for others. And you never can tell. God is watching as we are just all out, showing interest in people and assisting them. And the main thing for me is, as you are doing that for someone, it has a ripple effect. There is somebody somewhere that can also benefit from that good you planted. So thank you. It's been nice listening to you. Now let's hear you. So what has GHANASIG Fellowship meant for you?
I would say GHANASIG Fellowship has done a lot for me. I was in, the Internet Society, but to me, I'm a regular member. If they post a program, I attend. I didn't know that much about the internet space and how broad or how deep it was till I got selected for the fellowship. So that's where I got to know that the internet ecosystem is very broad. And you can fit in a lot of places. So I would say GHANASIG has actually propelled me. It's through GHANASIG I was able to get my first fellowship. So I think 2020. So after our Pioneer Fellowship, I applied for the ICANN Fellowship. And that was ICANN 83, and I got accepted. So I believe GHANASIG, just having the GHANASIG Fellowship is a strong tag on you wherever you go. Yeah. No matter where you go, it's a strong tag, and it's really propelled me. I got more interested in the ecosystem, and I went on forward to apply for other fellowships. I applied for the virtual school on internet governance, and that's virtually conducted every year. So that's one space that you can actually go to. We have the West African School on internet governance also, where you can apply to. as well as the African School on Internet Governance. So GHANASIG is an opening chapter and a strong tag that will propel you to other places. Yeah, so I've been privileged to get selected for other School of Internet Governance, including Indian School on Internet Governance as well. And also, I just recently had my second fellowship. That was ICANN 83 in Czech Republic.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? From the same room that you and I are today.
Yeah.
If you like, sleep.
Yeah.
We are
And
just
it has to do with engagement, because
Exactly.
Ghana pushes you to actually engage in the ecosystem. And you just need to find your niche and your passion. Once you find that, you going forward is just a matter of time and getting noticed. Because as you do it, people in the ecosystem notices you. And when it comes to applications, they would like to see that at least you are pushing or you are putting in efforts to do something, so that they would also push you and get you there.
amazing. Well done. Well done. Thank you. So I will
Thank
ask you the same question, okay, Mr. Goswell. So what has this fellowship meant for you?
Okay, I think for me.
Sorry, I remember something. You know, just like you said, he's in ISOC, and he didn't know what he was doing there. If you've not gone through that experience, you will not know. You know, not until this fellowship did I know what you guys are doing there. They said they needed a volunteer. I joined. They now say committee. I'm like, it's volunteer they needed. I find myself becoming a committee. How come? I don't know what you guys are doing. How come I'm a committee member? So it's, I mean, I can understand what he's saying when he says, you know, you are in love with something relate to what you like. You're humping. I didn't even know how I end up being in your community, but I know I'm there, and I don't know what you guys are doing until this fellowship. So I can relate with what he said. I'm in two committees, by the way, but I don't know what we are supposed to do.
Okay, that is fine. Okay, so I think for me, before GHANASIG, I was somebody who was more into gaining technical skills and more of, let me say, technology and community-based development. So I was trying to look at how I could connect technology to community development projects. So that is what led me to start the foundation, the NGO which I own, where we do the digital skills development and other things. So later I got to meet one of my mentors, who is Abraham Selby. I think his name was mentioned by the other lady. So we are in the same association, which is the Institute of ICT Professionals Ghana. Yeah, so I met him at one of the programs. Then we were talking about internet governance. And there, you know, I'm somebody who don't want to feel limited. I want to be visible. You know, I feel like I need to be on the internet. I need to be everywhere. So that's how can you find me performing a lot of roles at a lot of places. And yeah, so that is how I am. And he introduced me quickly to internet governance stuff. He made me register there and there just at a spot. Then I also got interested. I said, okay, fine. Since I've gotten somebody to guide me, why not? We are good to go. So from there, GHANASIG came up along the line. And since I have the technical background and was doing my tech things, I needed GHANASIG to elevate my self to gain or to at a state where I want to go. You know, since I said I needed that visibility and to be able to share my knowledge and to connect technology with community development, I saw that was the path I need to pass. So there and there, he guided me in my application, and I got selected. And my selection, it was something very strategic I did, which my boss isn't aware yet. You know, we were on the same platform, on the same Institute of ICT Professional platform. And because I was good at promoting staffs, so I got the advantage to be like, okay, have the founder in that group, and this is the activity he is leading. So there and there, I took the chance that, okay, I'm going to consistently promote this activity just to catch his attention. So, and I did that and I had it. So I realized that.
You see, I mean, that is it. Nobody can sing your song better than you.
So I've never told him before, but I know that is what I did, and it was very strategic.
I mean, that's what we do on this space.
Yes.
So it's a space
I keep
that is
promoting, tagging him on LinkedIn. See, do whatever I do to get his attention. And that is one thing I do if I want to get somebody's attention to me. I might not come to your DM telling you to mentor me at the spot, but then I'll find a way for you to know me before coming to your DM. So in that case, it will be easy for me to click with you. Or you automatically be willing to help me because you've been seeing me somewhere. So, he was seeing me everywhere, and during the application, even though my mentor, Abraham Selby, helped me, but since I need that visibility, I still have to reach out to him again, just to get his tips and tricks on what I should do. But already I've submitted my application, and he told me I should write plenty. And the application is editable. So I said, no problem. I went back to my mentor. My boss said, make I write plenty. So what should I do? So then my mentor just quickly, we did some magic, came up with some write-ups, make some, enough write-up, like he said, write plenty. So I also have to do my best to write the plenty he needs. And I think the application went through and I got selected in my first application. So that was a great move for me to get into GHANASIG. And it's been a great journey attending the online session. I went through all the training without any difficulty because I was from the tech background. And yes, but I learned new things as well, especially when it comes to the internet regulations and how all these stuffs are being done. And I think GHANASIG has given me that leverage to be able to get exposure and overcome certain fears of especially speaking online, answer questions online. Sometimes I can just drop the comments, but I feel like since I need that visibility, dropping comments will not only help. Sometimes you take up the mic.
Grab the mic.
Exactly. So that is what I do daily in everywhere I go, every engagement I go. So that is how come sometimes I go to some programs, people know me, but I don't really remember them. But I feel that, yes, at least what I'm doing, it's yielding results. I'm getting that visibility I want to get in a good way, not in the other way around. Yeah. Sure. So I think after GHANASIG, I got engaged to, first it was West African School on Internet Governance. There and there, I used the same application, adding some flair to it, got selected for that one. Went through the training, still under the same guidance of Abraham Selby, who is one of my, best man, which I went through that fellowship and I got through it as well. From there, I dedicated my time to also support them as more like technical support. And Abraham Selby is a type that when he holds your hand, he likes you to always come and learn. If he has an opportunity to put you on, he will put you on. So he put me on, and that is my skills. I have the skills, so why not? So there and there, I took it up. Then from there, another fellowship came up, which was the Pan-African School Youth Ambassador Fellowship on Internet Governance. So that too, I applied, and it went through at the first application. And I went through the training as usual, and from after the training, I also have to serve. It's more like apprenticeship and you are serving your boss. Mm-hmm. So after going through the training, let me serve you with the skills I have. Since I'm not going to incur any cost on myself, it's just remotely support I'm supporting. So why not? So I think these are some of the things that GHANASIG has exposed me to. Because the whole internet governance thing started from the GHANASIG and went through ISOC and now into the other spaces as well. And I think it's been a great journey so far, which my boss, same boss, Raymond Mamata, led me to, the lead facilitator. This lead facilitator thing, sometimes when I sit down or when I sit back, I always think, I couldn't have done it without him. Because on the last day of the application, the deadline, I sent it to him that, Chairman, see this, or what do you think? Do you think I should go? or I'm thinking of going for vice, but I feel I can't do that. And he was like, no, why vice? Go for lead, go for the lead. And to me, myself, I know, hey, leading a team that I'm new to, I don't even know what they are doing. They even know it's online safety, no problem. But leading a whole global team, and I said, okay, no problem, let me take it out. There and there, he looked through my application that night I submitted, not knowing he also submitted to also be a board member. So you see, when a mentor is pushing you somewhere you don't know, he follows to also guide you on. So I was happy that he also took opportunity to apply to be a board member on the same global platform where, he took me on, we all got voted in, and it started. And that has really exposed me a lot, even though it's a volunteer role, but it has really exposed me within the ISOC team. And sometimes I feel like as if I'm part of ISOC, but I'm not part of ISOC yet, because I get exposure to meet the top people at the top. I have privilege to reach out to them, to be on sessions for me. And the visibility thing again, they always also see me everywhere they go. And so when they see my name somewhere, they will like, I think I know this guy, So when I reach out to them for sessions, they are always in for. So I think volunteering has also really helped me after GHANASIG, which has really gained my stance on navigating my path through the internet governance. And today, at least, I wouldn't jump on everything, but I should be visible at certain places that I step my foot. And I think and many more others as well. So I'll leave it here for now.
Amazing. Let's give it to him. See, I will not be criticizing you again. And Sarah, even though it's not part of what I have here.
I think I left something out.
Okay, please.
Boswe, Gloria spoke about something, about him giving you assignments. And, one thing I learned from being part of AGIGFA is to work under pressure and and if not under pressure alone, you are left alone to do what you can do. But when you submit what you can do, see, that is more work than you giving the assignment to, So you could do the work, but then he still have something to say. And that I see it to be like, okay, even though you allowed me to do it, yes, you still have something to say, but this is what I can do, This is what I've done.
He knows you can do better.
Yes. So sometimes he push you to do better than you think you can do. And sometimes there are other sides, but, sometimes he can be difficult a bit. Okay, I think he can also be difficult.
Learning.
And I think all is just, it's all a work in progress. And I'm really learning a lot, and it's well, yes. That's why we end it here.
At some point, I said I will ask. I know it's allowed in my culture. I don't know if it's allowed here. For me, I don't see Raymond as a boss. I don't see him as sir. I see him as a daddy. I don't know, do you guys have something like that? When back home, when you say somebody is a father figure, it doesn't mean he's your father. It doesn't mean he has to be biological. Because what good fathers will do is the interest of their children. They guide you. They want to lead you. They want you to represent them. They will even tell you, see, I want you to be better than I am. And that is what this small assignment, because when he brought it, I'm like, oh my goodness, where is this one coming from? When he said it and like, it's confidential, nobody must know about it, and you have to do it. I'm like, really? When did we start? So I asked for guide, and he's like, it's your show, it's your thing, have fun. Have fun. For something I've not done before. Okay. Like they said, so I think he's a good person to work with. There is no career that do not need mentorship. And even if you're already a mentor, I will tell people, I've always been a mentor since, for well over 20 years now, I've been a mentor. So, but I will tell people, if your mentor does not have a mentor, then change him. So there should be that person above of you. We are always in the middle. Some will be below us, some will be above, and you should have somebody that will push you. And good mentors will not spoon feed you. Good mentors will not fish for you. They will teach you how to fish. So I look forward to more of this. Go and do it, and I will come back, and you will have so many red crosses. I know. Mm-hmm. I've had a little bit of a feel with this assignment. So, but I mean, I think we are all privileged, we are honored, we are blessed to have you. And on this note, my dear fellow in training, can we just rise and give this man the ovation he deserves, please? Thank you very much, sir, for all you do. May God continue to give you wisdom. I mean, you have many more children across Africa to carry, so be ready. And I think you will even carry us beyond the shore of Africa. I learned last year you had an African that is in the diaspora. So you will have children scattered around. So please be ready. God will give you the strength to keep carrying us. So now, let me come back to you. We've heard about your journey. We've known who you are individually. So, but at the moment, are you using your training for anything at all? Are you making impacts in your different spaces? I mean, you have non-tech, he's tech, okay? So is there anything beyond the regular thing? Any impacts?
Yeah, there's impact. Being a programs officer for women in internet governance, it's not easy because you are, it's so funny. I quite remember when, when we all came together, we formed the WhatsApp group, and they have this big women on the board. And first I was like, okay, let me introduce myself first. Then later something just told me, I should hold back. And then they started putting their profiles on just like that. I was like, I even called Lisa. I was like, Lisa, these people, their profiles, where am I, And I realized that all that we learned here helped me to interact with them. And I always also want to, tap onto what they know. So when there's something, I just put it out there, get more information, go back, refer to some of my notes, and then speak to boss, and then he guides me. So the impact that you are making is that, for me, I'm able to leverage on whatever I've learned, and then be able to have and conversation, because they are more advanced. They are learned into. They have the experience. I am just crawling, but then you are handling all of them. So
the women in internet governance team, is it exclusive to a category, to a particular category?
No.
Or is it opened?
It's opened.
So all these girls can join?
Yes, it's open to everyone, to women.
Okay.
Yes, to women.
Sorry,
and
my bad.
We don't have. It's a platform. It's an organization where we want to encourage women to get engaged in the ecosystem. Okay. A lot of women don't want to. Actually, last year I was telling Jackie that a lot of females don't go into tech because
are we together?
We have this notion that tech is difficult, IT is difficult. And it's true, when you get into it, all the jargons that you have to put inside your head. I quite remember Seth was saying that for the university, a lot of the females would just apply to join, and then as they advance, they all start dropping out. So you need an encouragement. You need somebody to hold your hand. I realize that it's not that difficult when you have someone to guide you. We need a lot of women into that space. The men have already taken over. We need to get that space and then also make our voice. Because online doesn't just it affects the girls. I was just looking at, we're talking about teleportation that was happening on TikTok. And it was young girls doing that, and it's the impact is there. We need women to make that impact. We need them to make policies for ourselves. We don't have to let the men make the policies for us. We have to get in the space and make the policies also and be involved in it. That's why Women in Internet Governance is there. We are there to make that impact.
Women in the house, let's make some noise. Woo! Woo! Thank you. And thanks, guys, for supporting us. Thank you. So you can see now that we have more interest. Probably maybe during lunch or later we'll meet you because we will also want to come on board. Okay? Thank you. So I will ask you the same question. Impact at the moment. I know you've sensed a little bit of things before, but let's see. So, what impacts in 2 minutes?
Okay. So I think for after GHANASIG, some of the impacts that I'm making with this knowledge is, especially with my engagement with international organizations like the ISOC, engaging in IGF sessions, engaging in ICANN sections. GHANASIG exposed me to some of these things, and I could boldly or maybe confidently engage with either any fear or panic. Just say what you feel, but always make sure you are saying something sensible. But after that, I think sometimes I pick up people who also want to learn something. A lot of people in ISOC today, I think I introduced them to it. Whenever I meet you, if you are not part of this team, Charlie, take the link quickly. You need to join. Then let's start doing something together, because I can have the personal contact, but join this community and join the movement. Let's do something together. So a lot of people in Internet Society Ghana chapter, I introduce them to it. And when it comes to this fellowship as well, I always introduce people, try to guide people to do something, at least beneficiary, or explain to them what we do here. And yes, and I think with Pan-African Youth Ambassadors as well, I do some mentorships for the fellows. So I think through GHANASIG or through the knowledge I gained from the ecosystem so far, I'm running some mentorship for other people backyard as well. So I think that has really gained my stand to be able to confidently, preach the internet governance gospel confidently and, freely.
Amazing, amazing. You see, it's not just learning and walking away. He's doing the talk. So he's walking the talk. So lastly, let's listen to you. What impact are you making at the moment? If you can do that in 2 minutes, please.
Okay. I would say after GHANASIG, I felt I had to give back. So I've been mentoring since the initial fellowship. So from 2021 till now. And it's been great. I've had a lot of mentees who have passed through. Yeah. And also, I've been guiding people in the internet governance space. Yeah. And I've also been I'm now getting more involved in the internet governance space. And right now, I'm currently GNSO member for GNSO Select Committee. So we actually nominate. We actually vote for people. Actually decide on nominees who are actually apply for positions in the GNSO.
That's huge.
And that's something I learned from being a NOMCOM member in the GHANASIG. And I think that gave me more of an advantage when I applied for that position. So when it comes to volunteering roles, you'd have to just put yourself there and try and volunteer as much as possible, because you don't know what that experience is going to do for you in anywhere you go, let's say in the internet governance space or even in your career, because just adding the volunteer experience will propel you somewhere great. Thank you.
Wow, if you are inspired, if you've been inspired by their stories, GHANASIG. Are we? Oh, we are hungry, right? Don't worry, we'll go for lunch now. If you are inspired, let me hear some noise. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you on the fifth edition of Impact Story. So because it's the sixth edition of the fellowship, and for Impact Story, of course, we can't have six editions. So on the fifth edition, amazingly, we have you. Thank you very much for being here. So please, if you are inspired, let the feel of their story fire you up. Don't let it end here after the fellowship. So, wrapping up, I want us to do something in like 45 seconds. So it's like a game, and my time is up. So please let them call me again. So if you don't cooperate with me, this will be the end of my journey. So if you don't want it to be the end of my journey, then please cooperate. So the game is, because of GHANASIG, then you mention whatever has happened to you. So I go first. Be thinking about it. And you can't use my own because, it's unique. Because of GHANASIG, I stepped on the soil of Ghana as a country for the first time. You're not ready?
No, I'm ready. Okay, because of GHANASIG, I learned about internet governance.
Because of GHANASIG,
I've made a lot more friends.
Because of GHANASIG,
I've been able to interact more with the EGECFA team.
Because of GHANASIG,
GHANASIG, I've gotten to know about digital rights and human rights.
Because of GHANASIG,
I've come to know more about IP addresses and getting to know about ICANN. Yeah.
Because of GHANASIG,
I ran away from work.
Because of GHANASIG,
I've gotten to know about universal acceptance.
Because of GHANASIG,
I've seen you physically.
Thank you, guys. It's been an inspiring. Oh, no, we can't go around everybody. So it's not meant to go around everybody. But please, we can share during lunch, it's a game that can go on and on and on and on. And you see, when you have, this game is not just for us to laugh, okay? You can have it in your journal, and you can know where you were coming from, where you are now, and you can even have what you will do later. Because of GHANASIG, I will become this, okay? So thank you very much for joining me.
I realized that after GHANASIG, a lot of people don't engage. Please, change, engage, volunteer. Because we've had a lot of people, and then we don't hear from them anymore.
Oh, but this one is a different one. This family is different.
Please engage.
Sure.
Engage. And
will you
I know
engage?
the next section that Raymond is coming to teach. Please take it serious. Keep it. Save it somewhere, because you'll definitely be going back to, find out how to engage and all that. Please engage. I have it somewhere on my laptop. So anytime I want to, I just refer it. And then I took a whole day just to start engaging. I stopped everything that day. I just decided that I'll start, engaging in the ecosystem. So start engaging. Raymond asked me to apply certain position that I'm not even fit. But he said, you try. That will let you know that you need to engage more, and I mean, it's something that will help you grow. And then we want to be out there. It's a very interesting space. So please engage.
Can we say engage? Will you engage? Will you engage? I can't hear. Will you engage?
I'll be looking out for
We've
those
promised, so the Bible says it's better you don't promise. And I know we will have a version of it in the Holy Quran, right? Yeah. It's better you don't make a vow than to vow and you don't fulfill. Now all of us gather say we go engage you. My high, they on you. My 3D plasma, they on you. So you want to ask a question, please quickly.
Okay, so I was about saying that I'm sure Uncle Raymond and the team, you've observed us from online up to now. And surely it's not everybody, because we've been created differently. Some people are very capable, but unless you call out to them and you push them, they may not move. So also, I know we should be willing to engage, but I'm sure observing all of us, once a while, if there is something, you could task one of your team members, get in touch with this person, push her to do that one. Thank you.
Thank you. And see, for that, I don't know if I can make a quick response to that. You see, we are all adults. Let us be responsible for our future. Yes, we have individual differences. Some of us are like, dear, we are right. Some are, but we all want to make a difference. We all want to make impact. So let's take responsibility. And we have been paired into different groups. So please check up on your team members. Don't leave your mentors for now. You see what our seniors are saying? Oh, my mentor. So let's get connected with this mentor. So even if you are shy, you are not talking at the top of your voice. Be talking at the bottom on your team. And I noticed that on the group, it's only a few people we are recognizing on the group. So on the group, let's participate. Because there is no how Daddy Raymond will push everybody. I know. I mean, I've been a community leader for years. I know how it is. So he will try his best, but let's make his work easy. The team is there to support us. Let's make their work easy. So when somebody is reaching out to you, don't keep their chat for the next 5 days now. Because it happens. Somebody reach out to you and you never even reach the message, let alone to respond. So we've promised we will engage. Okay, you have something to say?
Yes, so I think before that, so hello. So madam's comment, yeah, just to clarify that, yes, for the pushing or for the calling for assignment, no problem. We will always reach out, but if you are not pushable, yes, and because for the pressure, it will come. It is coming because we've also identified some spots that we could leverage on to also, engage more, and also whilst you are engaging, you assist us with certain things. So for that one, no issue, we'll always come to your DMs. But please, if you're not pushable, know that we will come only once. And that's all.
Somebody should say, I will be pushable. I will be pushable. I will be pushable. I will be pushable. Are we sleeping? No. I will be pushable. I will be pushable. I will engage. I will engage. So please push us. We need the push. Don't spare us. Women, please, my ladies. Yes,
Okay. Yes. Please, I have a question for. So please, with regards to your impact project, no. Yes. So please, with regards to your impact projects, did you face any challenges and did you collaborate with other fellows in implementing your impact projects?
Okay, so this is the first time we are.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are having the impact project.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So this is the first time.
Now I want to ask a question. Thank you. So now, if the impact project is starting with us, why is it that they are saying our cohort is not unique? I think they saw something unique about us. That is why they are starting with us. Our cohort is unique.
Okay, that's a nice one. No, but like we always say, every cohort is uniquely unique. Right? Yes. Every cohort is uniquely unique. It's just that your uniqueness is also unique. It's also unique. But at the end of the day, it's the impact. Right? So whatever you do here. Sorry? Oh, yes, you are boring. No, I'm just being very, very honest with you. You're not really lively,
He will be there. He will be there.
Oh, look.
But then he can reject the invitation.
Oh, it's for us to bond and engage. Okay, let's move on. You see, you have bonded, right? But what we saw last year, if you want honest opinion, very honest opinion, right? What we experienced last year is not seen.
Because it was 4 weeks. Thank you. So which means we have.
Okay, let's move on. All right. Okay, so are we ready? Please, are we together?
Allow.
Are we together? Surprisingly, during the session, I see a lot of people on their phones. So you are uniquely unique, and we are privileged to have the president of ISOC with you. It has never happened. Like,
We are very unique. We are just cool.
So I'm just saying that you are uniquely unique. Because on the last day, we've never had the president of ISOC.
Yes.
But I don't know what you did. So whatever you did, continue to do.
We carry our night. We have a pastor in our midst.
All right. So on that note, we can have her with us, and then we will not hear from her. Yes. So please let us welcome Madam Maud to share something brief with us. Then we can continue. Thank you.
I should come this way. Hey, this cup is okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are well. I see known faces. I see my lecturers, students, former students, current students. A lot of. Okay. All right. Thank you for this great honor. I want to say thank you to Raymond for this also. He's been doing well in this internet governance space. The internet is for everyone, and it's a huge space, a very huge space. And we can't all do all of it. So we normally encourage members who are ready to pick up a niche and run with it. This morning, downstairs, we're hosting Ghana Network Operators Group. And that is like the technical side of things. The network engineers, are you getting it? So the technical part of it. So far as we realized that London Internet Exchange was in Ghana, and to also launch their data exchange, we use it as an opportunity for them to also train some of our Ghanaian internet engineers, students who are in those space. So that's what we do. Holding the bull by the horn, taking advantage, and making sure that the opportunities that come, we make sure that our country. So for me, everything that has to advance Ghana in the internet space is my goal. So it's good that you are here. Welcome to the internet space. And since you are going towards the governance and policy area, which is also very huge, we have a lot of people. We need policy advocates. We need policy people. Every sector now uses the internet, isn't it? And we want to make sure that if you are using it, what kind of policies are we crafting to make sure the industry survives? Ghana must move, and Ghana is doing well. Maybe because we do a lot of international stuff, Ghana is doing well, but we are not there yet. Rwanda has moved very fast, and we were there before Rwanda did. So what's happening? And that's why we need all the stakeholders, lawyers, everybody, to hold on to this, craft the right policies that will protect our internet ecosystem in every way that we can. So thanks for the opportunity. You are welcome. I hope you have all joined Internet Society. That's very important. Yeah. Yes, make sure you join. Yes, join. Okay. And you are not just joining. Make sure your voices are heard. Make an impact in your various sectors. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, madam. All right, so we are happy. Yes, please. And then our sisters will take a nice photo with you. Yes, 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 yes. So you wait for us. Let's take our pictures and you can cut.
We are supporting. So start the team.
Okay, ceasefire. So let's take first, then you can also come. Okay. Yes. Okay, don't worry. Yes. After the sisters, then you can come. Yes.
We are the supporters, so we must. Oh, sister, shut us at the front. Yes. Lillian, come forward. Our lawyer. Those who are vertically connected. This time the ash too. Okay, it's okay. Is it okay now? Is this side okay? Oh, my sisters, cheese. You take the secretary. That's the president of ISO. Secretary is here. Yes. I also take you. The brothers. No. Hey, you didn't hear? Okay, brothers. The brothers are busy. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Now the brothers.
Okay, brothers.
No, sister.
Okay, sisters, allow them, okay? No, sisters, allow the brothers. Yes, allow them to take.
Gender equality. No injustice.
Brothers go fight right now.
Hey, sister. Brothers don't fight.
You take random. This one no formula.
Mommy, it's time for a day.
Everyone, please.
Sisters again. Oh, sisters and brothers.
Yeah, sisters and brothers. This one, take a time down. Really finish it. Go back. Her voice is coming to our vision.
You do right.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. No, we'll do the session. Yeah, so let's get seated and have the session quickly. All right. I'm sure by now. It's a long time. Let's do it before we go. Then we graduate. Okay, so can we get seated, please? Hey, are we together? Hey, brothers, where are you going? Okay, so let's just continue, okay? The session we had, the very first session we had today with Sheung. If you don't remember anything, you pick that lesson, you add it to whatever you are coming to hear. You are good to go. you will find your feet. So I'll beg. There's a reason these two sessions. There's a reason these two sessions have been put today. So please, I just want to let you know that it's very important. This is showing you what to do. From the beginning, you've been hearing engage, participate, do this, do that. This is a session that shows you how to do it. So please, I'll just urge you to pay attention. Yes, you know that Raymond Mamata, you know he's founder and president. But let me say some few things you might not have heard. It's necessary. Yes. Yes, it's old. There's a current one, but permit me to give you even the old one. Even the old one will give you something. Okay. All right. So he's the founder and president of EGICFA. And then he plays a role he plays on a part-time basis. He's an administrative, yes, that's why he says, it's an old one though, he's no longer that, so let me jump it. Then please, permission, when you come, you tell us, okay. Then he has been engaged in the internet governance and e-governance ecosystem for some time now. He was selected and trained as part of the Atlas 3 Summit held in Montreal, Canada during the ICANN 66. This makes him an ICANN at-large ambassador. He is also an ICANN fellow, Indian Sikh fellow, and a fellow of Bangladesh Sikh. He volunteered in various capacities in the ecosystem, such as NCSG delegates to the GNSO Standing Selection Committee. He's a member of the 2021 Afrinic Nomination Committee and ALAC representative to the 2021 and 2022 ICANN Community Excellence Award panel. He has since 2018 been a volunteer for the UN to collect data for the UN's biannual e-governance survey. In 2021, the ICANN Nomination Committee selected him as the African representative to the At-Large Advisory Committee, that's ALAC, for a 2-year tenure. He presently also serves as a vice chair for, no, I think that has changed, right? Okay, so I'll skip that as well. But he was vice chair for the Communications Working Group of the UA, that's the Universal Acceptance Steering Group, chair of the Communication and Outreach Committee of the IS3C, which is a dynamic coalition within the global IGF. He's also the vice chair of the Online Safety Special Interest Group. Yes, old, so which has global membership within the Internet Society. He holds an MA, old, in adult learning and global change, another master's degree in information security, and a BA in business administration. He believes in giving back to the community in order to bring more people into the ecosystem. And that's clear for the past 6 years. Yeah. So indeed, he has actually brought over 200 and more into the ecosystem. So that is very commendable. So ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome Raymond.
Thank you very much. To start with, I want you please join me, give a rousing applause to my team. Without them, we cannot come this far. And another special one to Gloria. The women in internet governance is no joke, but she's taking all the pressure, and she actually came in at the right time. Else, I'm not sure we have come, how far we have come as women in internet governance. So please give her another clap for me. Thank you, Team EGICFA, and to our last baby, Gosway, for always putting us on our toes and being troublesome sometimes. And to confirm what Gosway just said about posting plenty, I was like, this guy, he's everywhere. So I was actually the first to get in touch with him. I actually noticed him and I got in touch with him. I was like, why are you everywhere? And that's how the conversation started. And for him to now say it was a strategy, the strategy actually really worked. Okay, so we always say in Team Egikfa that we will teach you how to fish, we teach you how to cook the fish, and we teach you how to eat. So if we teach you all this and you don't practice it, then your ancestors are after you. And we are hoping with all the knowledge that we'll give you, you will not go back home and sleep with the knowledge. So when you see somebody sleeping, please tell the person, wake up. Don't sleep with the knowledge that we give to you. Do not sleep with that knowledge. Okay, so I'll rehash through my profile again. My current, as we all know, founder and president of GIGFA, I'm an ICANN fellow, a proud one, of course. Chair of the communication working group of IS3C, a board member of Online Safety, and of course, Gosway is my boss there. I was vice chair for the UA communication team, at-large ambassador, and I'm proud to say the only one so far in Ghana. And a member of the Internet Society Global and Ghana chapter, an ICANN mentor. I'm proud to say I'm now an ICANN mentor. So from ICANN 84 till 86, all the ICANN selection announcement you see, my name is there. So ICANN 84, if you go to the list, my name is there as the mentor for the at-large community. And that picture there is one of my memorable pictures where I represented the at-large as a member of the community selection committee. And I was proudly chosen to be the one to announce the winner. So I remember one guy, Nana Yao, was also in that program. And the guy was doing live Facebook Live. I was saying, Ghana new, Ghana new. Telling everybody that that's a Ghanaian on that stage, presenting and announcing the winner of the Community Excellence Award. That was ICANN 74 at The Hague. Then my past roles, I was in the role that Frank is currently playing, NCSG representative to the Selection Standing Committee. I was part of the Afrinic NOMCOM in 2021, and as I mentioned already, a member of the Community Excellence Award panel. So this committee is the one that selects the Community Excellence Personality of the Year. So that is the role that we play. It's a very critical role. Then I was in the ISOC Global Nomination Committee. That was 2023. And a mentor for the ISOC Youth IGF program for several years. And I was the African representative, as I mentioned already, and NCUC rep to the GHANASIG Policy Committee. Now, everybody shared how their journey into the ecosystem has been. Mine has been very, very, very swift. Very swift. In the Bible, you remember Elijah happened to run and outrun somebody that was on the chariot, was on the horse. And that has been my story. So after my entry into the community was in 2017, 2018, not too long ago. So I've not even clocked 10 years yet as a community member. That's how I got to know about ICANN and the internet governance ecosystem. Actually, how that started, I can't remember up to today. All that I knew is I just got into the ecosystem. who introduced me, I cannot pinpoint really at anybody, but I just found my way there. Maybe one day I can remember that. Then, quickly, the next year, I was selected as the at-large ambassador for the training in ICANN 66 in Canada, and that has really been my entry into the ecosystem. It has opened all the doors for me. So unlike some people that would talk about GHANASIG, mine has been the at-large ambassador training. That has really, really opened all the doors for me. And that was where I met Jacob. And from that program, we had another ICANN meeting here in Ghana. That's where I met Sarata as well. So that's how the journey started. Then just the same year, immediately I came back from that training, the ICANN 66. I told Jacob and Sarata and said them that, Charlie, guys, we have to set up something to start an engagement. It was as if it was just an idea, but by the time I finished telling them what to do, I really knew what we wanted. Everything, I wrote everything down very well, and we had our meeting, and I remember Madame Sarata gave us her office for us to have that meeting. And I told them, let's take picture, because one day we'll celebrate this day. And here we are. Egikfa is all over. Once you hear Egikfa GHANASIG, we are all over. So just the same year, we founded the Egikfa and the GHANASIG and the IG Club. That same year that I attended the ICANN at-large ambassador training program. Then the following year, quickly I became an ICANN fellow. Then I joined the Afrinic Nomcom just the following year again after. So in 2 years after that, I joined the Afrinic Nomcom. And that same year, I got elected as an ELAC member. And for that one, it was a real experience and a journey that took grace. To those who are not Christians, you can let it out, you can ignore it, but those who are believers, grace also counts in this ecosystem. So being an ELAC member, mine was actually a prophecy at church. My senior pastor is here, Pastor Solomon is here, so he can bear it out. It was a prophecy at church that was going to represent Africa. I was going to represent West Africa, and I was going to represent Ghana. And it came to pass as such. And actually, when the journey was unfolding, I actually totally forgot about the whole thing. But fortunately, God brought people my way to support me in the process. The first person was Glenn McKnight. Glenn, out of the blue, just said, Raymond, apply for the ELAC. I'm like, me? I just joined the ecosystem in like 2 years, so I'm not qualified. He insisted, Raymond, apply. I started having goosebumps. And I actually did, and I applied. Fortunately, all the experience that they required, I have them. So I was just writing. Then my very good friend, I always say he's my best pal, my best friend in the ecosystem, AK Abdul Karim, was on my toes. Raymond, have you submitted your application? Raymond, have you done the interview? Have you done the follow-up writing? And actually, there was one time that I totally forgot that the deadline was that very day. AK was on my toes and reminded me, Raymond, you have only 3 hours more to submit. Else I'll have seriously missed out on this selection. And Olabimpe, AK is from Nigeria. So we have very good support from Nigeria as well as my team support. So AK has really played a role. And up to today, he's been one of my greatest support bases. And I'm so proud of that. So the other part, 2021, 2022, I joined the ICANN Community Excellence Award Committee panel. And 2021, 22, 23, 24, till now, the mentor for the ISOC Youth IGF program. and 2023. So I've actually given the date so that you can see why I said my journey has been very swift. 2023, the ISO Global Nomination Committee. 2024, the NCC rep. 2025, proudly the Women in Internet Governance program that my boss Gloria is seriously in charge. Then at ICANN Mentor, this has been one of the roles that I also say came to pass through my support base. My friend Laura just contacted me and said, Raymond, apply for that. And actually at the time I was going through a lot. Some family issues, so I was actually losing out somehow. But Laura insisted, Raymond, apply. I said, no, I'm not ready for this. She insisted, Raymond, apply. And I did. Fortunately, I'm the type that I could just take pen and paper right now. And the ideas, everything will flow. And I just quickly drafted a one-page application and I sent it. I was there and I was contacted. Raymond, are you ready to become the ELAC mentor? I'm like, yes. And the announcement was made. Fortunately, I got selected with Sean, who presented earlier in the morning. He also got selected as the selection committee member for the ICANN Fellowship, whilst I am the mentor. So this has been my journey, very swift and very fast. And it's all by grace. So outside IG, I'm the head of admin and HR. So those of you who may be surprised, what I currently do is nothing related to IT. I'm into admin and HR. And I'm a pastor of the Inner Court Chariot Ministries. Now, let's go ahead. The last mile. How do you understand by the last mile? What is the last mile? The IT guys in the room. The last mile. Yes. Please use the mic.
So is the final connection from
Use that word again.
Yeah?
Use that word again. The what?
The final connection.
Use it again.
Final connection.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Final connection from the towers or maybe the source to homes. Yeah.
Thank you. So I was taking a course and I came across the last mile. I was like, wow, there's something like this that exists. So the last mile, as he said, you do all the digging from whichever source, you plant all the fiber, cables, online, everything. The last port that enters the user's place of abode, or office, or home, that's the last mile. So you do all the works, but it must be connected to the person's home to be able to use it. That's why the last mile is here. I'm saying the last mile in that we have given you all the trainings, we have taken all the online learning courses that you have taken, and all the push. We are now at the last stage where we're going to teach you how to engage in the ecosystem. It was supposed to be hands-on. That's why I've sent the slide earlier on. But because of limited time, I'll just brush through. Maybe we'll have another time that we can do the hands-on. So why the need to engage in the internet governance ecosystem as an end user? Who can tell me why you must engage? I need two people to tell me why. Yeah, Ola Pimpe.
To be seen.
Yes, who else?
To bring on board the perspective of the end user in policy making.
Yes. Okay, the last one. The last one.
To make meaningful contributions.
To make meaningful contributions. Thank you. Those are all the excellent responses. So for me, we are looking for the next leaders. It's one of the reasons you should engage. We are looking for the next leaders. Those who started or even coined the term internet, are you sure they are still there by now? They are all gone. So they are looking for the next leaders that will take over from where somebody has left off. Secondly, we are looking, because policies made will actually affect you, whether you engage or you don't engage. Policies made will affect you. So for instance, let's assume that tomorrow there's this policy that says before you can use Facebook, you must bring your father's DNA before you can use Facebook. And at the time this policy was being made, it was publicly announced that they were going to do policies for Facebook usage, but we chose not to engage. Does it mean when that policy is made and you don't engage, it will not affect you? It will certainly affect you. Currently, I'm part of the domain transfer policy, and everything that is being done there, whether you engage in it or not, it will affect you as an end user. So the policies will have impact on you whether you engage or not. So please, it is needed for you to engage. Thirdly, because we all have a constituency to engage in. You cannot say that you don't know where to engage or how to engage. Everybody has a role and a place to have an engagement. Then, lastly, the internet is for everyone. And during the online learning presentation and on the Facebook, on the WhatsApp platform, Olabimpe asked, what do you really mean by engage? I'm sure she will still ask, so I'll answer you. Then engaging in the ecosystem, these are the few things that I will encourage you to do. The first one is to decide on an ecosystem or a constituency to start with. So just start. Don't say you are still wondering, you are sitting down still wondering. Do not sit down wondering, just decide on one and start. The word is start. Start now. Second, attend meetings. I can tell you that 2017 when I started, there were some meetings that I attended and volunteering roles that I played that I had no idea what they were talking about. So just as Gloria said, I had no idea what they were talking about, to the extent that I contested to be the African representative. And I had no idea what they were talking about. But fortunately, a few years later, then I recollected, oh, these were the things we were discussing. And it made meaning to me now. So just join the meetings. Whether you understand it or not, just join. When the sweet confusion settles and all the dots are connecting, you finally realize that, oh, okay, this meeting that I attended, that I had no knowledge what they were talking about, the dot has finally gotten connected and now understand what they were talking about. So don't shy away from the meetings. Attend the meetings. It's very important. Thirdly, join working groups, especially working groups where you may not necessarily need to be the head. So some of the working groups, they already have heads. They are just looking for members. So we have observers, we have representatives. So when you see such positions that they are calling for representatives to working groups, just join. Apply and indicate that you want to be an observer. It is new to you, but you want to be an observer in order to grow. What you put in the application is also matters very much. They are looking for somebody who understands how the domain transfer works. You don't understand it, but you are a registrant. So you apply. Tell them that though you've not had that experience, you are a registrant, you are a domain owner. So this working group will really help you. So you want to join and volunteer. They will give it to you. So volunteer and join working groups. So those are what we mean by engage. I hope it's making meaning now. Then take leadership roles. A lot of people run away from leadership roles. And I'm happy I pushed Gloria and some other people to, I think about 3 or 4 people from the GHANASIG team to apply for roles with NOMCOM. I intentionally did that because when you apply, they tell you what have you done as long as your community is concerned? What is your leadership skills, experience that you have had? If you don't know that these are the requirements for a position, how then do you prepare? So when you see the positions, quickly just go through it and say, okay, let me apply. It will really expose you a lot. And I'm very proud of God's way that the man has developed so fast and so well that when he starts writing emails, when he starts talking during meetings, I'm like, hey, is this the gospel you all know? He has developed so much, moderates sessions, and speaks to anybody with confidence. He writes emails, I'm like, hey, boss, you are really in charge. So unless you take up those roles, you will not learn and you will not develop in the ecosystem. Then also participate in policy formulations. Policy formulations also includes taking on when it is open for you to give feedbacks. Engage in that one. It's one of the requirements for applications when you apply for ICANN fellowship and the rest. They'll ask you what has been your contribution towards the policy formulations. So it is important to participate in policy formulations. 6, volunteer. Volunteer and volunteer. Take up roles. It may not pay you well. It may not pay you by cash, but it will give you opportunities that you can never buy. It will give you leverages that you can never buy anywhere in the market. It will make you know people that you cannot walk to. But this, because you are all, for instance, you are in a committee with the ISOC CEO, he has no opportunity, he has no reason not to talk to you because you are at a leverage level with him. And that is the role Gospel has reached now, playing with all the big boys because of volunteering roles that he has taken on. And most importantly, please do not undermine anybody. What did I say? Do not, never try it. It will shock you. It will shock you. Somebody that you go and insult during IGF meeting, you go and meet the person who is the leader for an ISOC meeting. And is the one who is selecting the people for ISOC. You go and blast and fight with somebody in ISOC, you come to ICANN, he's the one doing the selection. Do not undermine anybody at all. It will shock you. Let me give you one example. Madam Sarata's mentor, when we started EGICFA, she applied to join Team EGICFA. And if Madam Sarata has said no, that ends it for her. You see how the world works. It's a very, very small world. So please do not undermine anybody. Treat everybody with respect. Treat everybody as co-equals. Treat everybody as you want them to treat you. The ecosystem is really very, very, very much connected. So it is a big ecosystem at the same time, very small and very, very connected. So treat everybody with respect. Experience matters in the ecosystem. So I'll use myself as an example. You remember what Frank said. He's volunteering for the GHANASIG NOMCOM has given him a leverage to be selected to the GNSO Selection Standing Committee. Do you remember that? It has been the same for me. So I started, at the time I was applying for the GNSO Selection Standing Committee, I told them, oh, in my office, I do recruitment and selection. So this thing that you're asking for, I have it in the office. So give me that role. And I was appointed for it. And when Afrinic people were looking for somebody into the NOMCOM, the requirement is experience in selection in the IG space, which I already have by my role in the Selection Standing Committee. So that gave me a leverage to be selected for the Afrinic NOMCOM. Are we getting the linkage? So please start small. Just use the basic that you want. Volunteer and that experience will come. And when they were looking for the Community Excellence Award panel, it is also a selection role. So I told them I was part of the Afrinic NOMCOM. I was part of the GNSO. So why not? I have that experience. And I was given. Then the bigger one for me is the ISO Global NOMCOM. It was a very huge stage for me that I was really, really, really proud of. I'm not sure if there were other Ghanaians who had ever played that role. So and I was the only black in the NOMCOM. So it was a big role, which all the experience that I have had counted. So experience matters in this ecosystem. If you don't start small, how will you gain that experience? And those who have good eyes and can read, if you look at it, let's all look at the bottom, the last bullet point there. Previous, please, who can read it for me? So this was the requirement for the ISO Global NOMCOM, and that was the requirement, which I met. So quickly, the role was given to me. So the experience really matters. Now, we are going to look at the details of some of the constituencies that you can join. Have you all opened the PDF? Have some people opened it? Okay. So the first one is the IGF. They call it the national and the regional initiatives. So my presentation is a practical one. So all my presentations have links to where you are supposed to do what. They are all there. So if you click on the N, where you see the NRR, this one, the link is there, it takes you there. Then propose sections and host sections for the IGF, be it national, regional, or global. Then, of course, volunteer for your IGF. Then you can initiate one in your country if there is none. So currently, they are having youth IGF, and I've even seen during the Ghana IGF recently, they have children IGF. So if they don't have some of these in your country, so this one will regard to Olabimpe. If they don't have the youth IGF, children IGF, you can propose it to them that you want to start one with them. So initiate one in your country, and our fellows from Bangladesh, from the other Nepal, Kenya, Benin, if you don't have any of these NRRs in your countries, you can initiate one. Then the dynamic coalitions. The dynamic coalitions are a subset of the IGF, which are special for them, and they focus on specific topics. So the link in the right side, you can see some of them, the dynamic coalitions on accessibility and disability. If you remember, Sean mentioned that he is aware that there was a DC for the disabled. Who remembers? So that is the one. So if you click on the list of DCs, you see the list of the DCs there on the right side. So it will take you to some of the lists that you see on the right side. My session was actually supposed to be 2 hours, but if I want to do 2 hours now, I will not close now, and we will miss out on the jump for pictures. So I wouldn't make it hands-on as I intended it to be. Now, ICANN, as we all know, is a multi-stakeholder entity, and everybody has a room to play. And I will encourage you to subscribe to the ICANN announcement mailing list. So those who have the slide can just click on that list now and subscribe now. It's in the classroom. So those who are on it, who is on the slide now? Okay, so please click the list and see what comes. So you subscribe from that side. Then at large. The at large is the community for individual internet users, as we already know. And the at large also have 5 regional at large organizations. And each of the ALSs, each of the RALOs have what we call the at large structures. The at large structures are the organizations that represent the end users from various countries and locations. So for you to engage in at large, you need to first go through the ALS. You need to first go through the ALS. Then these are the various RALOs which I'm sure we already know about. Now, how to become an at-large member? First, you become a member through an accredited at-large. So, at-large structure, ALS. So those of you who are in Ghana and you do not belong to either ISOC or in Ghana, we have ISOC and EGICFA as the only two ALSs in the country. So if you want to engage, one, as a GHANASIG fellow, it is automatic for you. You engage through EGICFA, so you don't need to go and do any applications anymore that you want to join the at-large family. All you need to do is complete the form that you are already a member of EGICFA. And that gives you the opportunity to engage. So when you are creating your SOI and they ask you of your ALS, you just indicate EGICFA. So for us, EGICFA, engaging through EGICFA ALS is not open to anybody. It is open strictly to our fellows, because we don't want anybody to go and say it's part of EGICFA ALS and they don't even know what it means to be internet governance. What if they ask you what is internet governance, they cannot even explain. Another option is to accredit your organization as a new ALS. So those of you who have NGOs that are playing roles in internet governance or in the digital space, you can accredit your entity to become an ALS in your country. And it gives you some privileges. That one, which is voting rights. When there are meetings that needs the reps of the ALSs to be there, you'll be given that opportunity and be funded to represent your ALS. At this stage, I always give this caution. Please do not go and accredit an entity that you do not have the right to. Do not go and misrepresent your organization. I'm not saying from this presentation that go and all of a sudden go and say that your NGO that you work with, you are going to accredit them to become an ALS in Africa. When you are caught, please, you are on your own. So please seek concrete permission from your entity if you want to accredit them. Because when the opportunities start coming, they will start coming after you. Why are you engaging? How are you engaging? And it is at that point that you are going to tell them you are engaging through the organization. They will ask you who gave you the opportunity. So please seek concrete permission from your entities before you get them accreditation to become an ALS. Then you can also become an individual member. So if you don't want to engage through EGICFA or through ISOC, you can become an individual member, which is allowed. Then the link here, you see the here, take you to the ALS application page. So after here, you can go through it. If you need any help, I'll be able to walk you through it and how to apply. Then I'll suggest for you to join the various mailing lists. And the one I will have been happy if you can all join now is the AfriDiscuss mailing list, which is the AfraLow mailing list. So if anybody can copy this link and paste it on the WhatsApp platform, let's all join now. I'm on page 19 now. So if somebody can copy this link into the WhatsApp platform so that everybody will join the AfraLow mailing list. Then there are other mailing lists for you to join, which also have the link there. And working groups. There are quite a number of working groups that are open. Some are not open that you can join. So you click on the join, it will take you to that list and you see. So pay attention to open, close, and those ones. So once it's open, you'll be able to join and engage in the activities. So if you click on the link, it will take you to the list where you can see the other working groups. Then NCSG. So the purpose of NCSG is to bring together representatives of people that are non-commercial registrants, and those who have a domain name and the rest. That's the purpose of the NCSG. NCSG, under NCSG, we have two entities, sub-entities, which is the NCUC and the NPOC, non-commercial user constituency and the non-profit organization constituency. So those two are under the NCSG. So both NCSG and membership of NCSG and NCUC and MPOC is open to both individual and corporate representatives. I'll explain that in further slides. So if you want to join as an individual member or organizational member, the link here will take you to that place. But let me explain. The NCUC is open to both organizational members and individual members. However, MPOC is strictly for organizational members. So if you are applying, you click on the link, and you want to apply to join NCSG. If you are not applying as an organization, you will not be able to join the MPOC. You can join, however, as an individual. So the link there takes you to how you can join. Then the Security and Stability Advisory Committee, those of you who are into the cybersecurity, this is one of the constituencies that you can join. Though the application process is really very tough and very demanding. You even go through an interview before you can join. But I will encourage you, do not let that deter you. I think I've made quite a number of the GHANASIG fellows to try joining some of them. So the application form is there. You just click on it and you'll be able to apply to join. Some other constituencies that you can join is the commercial stakeholder, for those who are into the commercial sector. So under the commercial sector stakeholder group, we have the commercial business users, we have the intellectual property. So, Madam Lawyer, the intellectual property is your constituency. So you just click on that link and you see how you can join them. And they are quite very welcoming. And Jake is already a member there, so please hold Jake's hand. He's the one, our VP for legal. Please hold his hand and he'll be able to show you the way. So we have the ISP, which we currently have only one Ghanaian that is in the ISPC in ICANN. And I had a very rough experience where I brought together a huge entity that has members of internet service providers in Ghana to do a presentation from the ISPC constituency in ICANN to explain to them why they can join. One of the frustrating moments for me was after everything, one of the administrators just said, why should we join? And that ended all the conversation. He put off everybody, and since then, nobody else joined. But fortunately, we have a Ghanaian who is a GHANASIG fellow who provides internet service, and he has joined. So far, he's the only Ghanaian ISP in the ISPC. So if you are related to any of the ISPCs, please, you can join this very ecosystem, this very group, which will be very beneficial to you. So we have the registrars and the stakeholder groups. All the links have, all the things I've posted, they have the links. So yours is just to click on it. That's why I said we have given you all that you need. We are showing you what we are not telling you go and join. I've given you everything that you need to join. So what will be your excuse again? Just click. And I've even showed you how you can do it. So just click and you join. What else will you want? So the ISOC Special Interest Group. Who remembered what I said about the DC, the dynamic connection? What did I say about it? Who remembers? The dynamic collation, what did I say about it? Who remembers? Anyone? Okay, so the dynamic coalitions are special groups within the IGF with special needs that they want to meet. And in ISOC, theirs is the special interest group. So that of the IGF is the dynamic coalitions, and ISOC is to what? The IGF is what? What is their SAP? And ISOC, their SAP is what? Special interest groups. So when you hear somebody talking about the dynamic coalitions, you can quickly know what the person is talking about. It's talking about a unit within the IGF. When somebody is talking about the special interest groups, you know where the person is coming from. So you not meet somebody who is talking about special interest group, then you now start confusing the person about IGF. The person will not be able to understand. So these are the special groups within which are playing specific roles within the IGF and ISOC. So apart from joining the ISOC chapters, please join the special interest groups. Their leverage is even way higher than the ISOC leadership roles. Way higher. So what the role Gosway is in is a global one. However, the ISOC leadership roles are national. So Gosway is overseen as the lead for the online safety special interest group. He's leading a global team. The ISOC leadership are just leading the groups that they are leading, not global. So the exposure in the special interest group is huge. So I encourage all of you to join as many of them now. I would not say when you get home. Join now and start your engagement. So how do you do it? So I'm not telling you go and join. I will not show you how to do it. So this is how to do it. When you go on the Internet Society page here, you must create a group. You must create a username that will take you there. When you go, you see join a chapter. Have you seen it? Join a chapter. So you can join any other chapter. Like me, I'm part of the, I think, Sierra Leone or Liberia chapter. So you can join other chapters in addition to your chapter. So all Ghanaians here, please join the ISOC Ghana. Nigeria, join the ISOC Nigeria. Okay, so they'll have to add you to the mailing list. But don't wait. You can join the special interest groups, which will give you an equal leverage. Yes. So how to join the special interest group? When you go to the page, you see after home. What do you see? Chapters. You see the 6 there. So you click on the 6 and to take you to all the list of the special interest groups. Yours is just to click and join. It's as simple as that. So these are some of the special interest groups that you can see there, the community networks, blockchain, and the rest. So depending on your interest, so we have cybersecurity and the rest. Depending on your interest, you join the one that you like and start engaging from there. And once again, when the leadership roles open for special interest group, I will encourage all the fellows to apply for as many of them. The experience is huge. GigaNet. So the GigaNet for me is the two know people. That's how I call them. It is for the academics. So Doc, that is your space. Once you have a PhD and you tell them that you are exposed to internet governance, they quickly take you. I'm talking of GigaNet. GigaNet. That's a special group, internet governance academic network. So you have to join. No, GigaNet. GigaNet is only one. It's not ISOC. This not. No, it's not. We finished with ISOC. ISOC, I ended at the special. Oh, okay. So ISOC, I ended at the special interest groups. So now we've moved to the next one, which is the GigaNet, which is for the academic networks. And it's just one, and it's global, and they will only take you if you are PhD. So all the PhDs here, where is Professor Budu? Okay, so that's also, I want feedback that you have joined before the week ends. I'm not saying tomorrow. You have to join before the week ends. Whether you can read the email, that's my second priority. But join now. In applying, it's quite a bit lengthy, but I'm not sure it is too difficult for you. If you can go through GHANASIG application, I'm sure this one will be cool for you to just apply and join. So they have full membership and observer memberships. So for me, as at now, I'm still an observer because they claim I don't have PED, so they will not give me a full membership. So I've given quite a detailed information there. So what they will require in your application is your email, the affiliation, your location, the membership you are applying for, whether it is full membership or observer, then statement of purpose, then short professional biography, and up to 5 keywords. As usual, where do you apply? It is here. It is down there. But I am not discouraging those who don't have PhDs not to apply. Please just try it. Who knows? They may give you full membership. Now, the regional internet registries, as we know, we have 5, so I wouldn't go through that. How do you get engaged with them? I will encourage you to first join the Afrinic, since most of us here are Africans, join the Afrinic mailing list. You remember Sean mentioned about Afrinic several times. So how do you join? Just click on the list there. Mailing list is there. So it will take you to a series of mailing lists that you can join. You just click on and you join one of them when I finish. Okay, so let me clarify. GHANASIG email is for you forever. It's for you forever. So you can decide how to use it. So it's for you. So those who don't become full fellows, theirs will be deactivated by tomorrow. So yours is for you forever. Yes. So things to do. I'm ending my presentation. 1, familiarize yourself with the IG acronyms. We are fortunate enough to have ICANN that has listed most of the acronyms. So you click on the link here, that will take you to the acronyms. Familiarize yourself with them. So that when you attend a meeting and they are talking about CPWG, you not go home and be thinking they are referring to Ghana Water. So familiarize yourself, and as a reminder, decide on a constituency that you want to join and do what? Do what? So do what? Okay. Then what you must do, read and keep learning. Then 3, do what? Observe, relax, and familiarize. Familiarize yourself before you start engagement. I think Sean also mentioned that. So familiarize yourself before you start engagement so that you don't disgrace yourself. Always leave your presence in any meeting you attend. When you attend any meeting, at least say a greeting or ask questions in the chat. Always leave your presence in any meeting you attend. Tomorrow it will make meaning to you. Always. Then enjoy the sweet confusion. The sweet confusion is when you are starting, you will not be able to understand some of the things, but the more you engage, you're able to now understand what it is. So the early stages is the sweet confusion. Relax and just go through it. It's just like you are running away from death. By all means, you will die. So enjoy the sweet confusion, and then it will give you the exposure you need to be able to engage. Then keep getting engaged and involved. And lastly, volunteer. And as I mentioned already, the ecosystem is huge and interconnected. So build a very good reputation. Reputation really matters. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my Oga. I think we've had a lot of information today, and we thank you for sharing that engagement list, and we have a lot to do. As boss, we will always say action now. So please, we take action now, not tomorrow. And he will say nobody has more than 24 hours. That's one term of his. If he gives you assignments and you don't do it on time, and you always say you are busy. Okay, so without wasting much time, we would like to. Yes, we'll share all the slides. So please, we have our lunch ready. So let's quickly grab something. In the next 20 minutes, we should be back here to continue with the rest of the activities. So see you in the next 20 minutes. Bye.